Canva at its best, baby. Canva intro. Hey, welcome. Come one, come all. This is episode, what is episode 60?
62?
Episode 62.
I think
Bam.
it's 62.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to Trey and Alexx. I'm Trey the Chocolate Jock.
I'm Alex Dupree.
Don't forget to log on to our website, treyandalexx.com. We got a website, treyandalexx.com. Welcome to the show. Join us every Wednesday. What time do we come on Wednesdays?
You know what? We've been playing with it. So we've been as early as 9 o'clock, as late as 10:30. So anyway, if there is a specific time that works best for you that you like us to come on, just give us a suggestion. But we playing with the sliding scale of 9 to 10:30.
Yeah, any time between 9 and 10:30. 9:37, 10:02, anywhere in between there, you can get us. Again, treyandalexx.com, log on, and don't forget, search us where you listen to podcasts. Now, we're on Apple.
Yes.
Spotify.
Pocket Casts.
What's that?
I don't know. I've never been on them.
Google Podcast? Did they shut that down?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well,
you were supposed to give me the heads up when you want me to do the list. I don't have it memorized.
Okay.
But they're smaller. They're smaller entities, and the main ones are the Spotify and the Apple.
All right. There it is. Sandy the Psychic, our beloved psychic friend, will be here later this show to tell us about her results for the upcoming election, how long Diddy's going to be in jail, will Donald Trump go to jail, will he be reelected? Lots of juicy stuff we have to ask Sandy the Psychic, who has a 95% positivity rating. Her results are always accurate.
Accuracy. She is on it.
She may be off sometimes on time. She'll tell you something will happen Monday, perhaps happen Wednesday or Thursday, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
So Sandy the Psychic will be on with us a little later on in the show. All right. All right. As you can see, we got different digs here. We're at different location here. I'm in Chicago. Alex is in Chicago.
Woo, woo.
Yeah.
I'm back home, baby.
What you doing in Chicago?
Man, too much.
Okay.
More than I need to be doing. Let's shoot this shit. In town. You're so silly. You're so silly.
Okay.
Came here just to see you. I just wanted to see you. It's vacation to see my bestie.
She's lying.
That's what
She's
it
lying.
is. My best buddy.
She's lying.
When I was here in Chicago, I found some property, built a home, and, loved this home. And then... Loved it and lived in it. I'm telling you, didn't go out anywhere, but just stayed in the house. And my spouse, Batman, happened to me. And there were other professional opportunities, and I moved away. So after leaving the house sit empty and just paying the mortgage for a while, Alex realized that is not in her retirement plan to just pay for an empty place to sit.
Right.
So we do all this story to say we started renting out the place.
Got it.
And so...
So what type of landlord are you? Do you let your tenants smoke weed and sell drugs?
I don't let them, but they've been doing it. And so I'm the landlord that keeps getting taken advantage of and now has a lawsuit against a couple of my former tenants. But I'm the one who gives Christmas gifts every year, gives mid-year just because it's June or July. Send you a mid-year gift and change your furnace filters and do your 9-volt back. Okay. I'm the best to the point that when we get the property back or when we see what y'all did after you've been there for a while, we're like, why? Why did you do this? Why would you be so mean to my beautiful little home?
You know what I realized? Somebody told me this too, and I read it. So I not only read it, somebody told me, and then I heard it on the internet as well. People are going to disappoint you all the time.
What these people do, for sure.
People are going to disappoint you all the time. So how you deal with it is, how you have control.
Yeah, so. It's been.
People take advantage of that. Oh, she gives us cookies when we're here on just random Wednesdays. Let's take advantage of her.
Yeah.
Let's pee on the floor. You know?
So I would just like to put to the masses that if you are a renter, just don't tear up people's stuff. It's just rude. It is so rude. And it is not a little something. It is extremely expensive to fix even what looks like the smallest little nick, hole, whatever, scrape, gouge. It is so. It's just rude. It's mean, is what it is.
That's why
It's
you get.
mean.
That's why you get Section 8 tenants. And
No.
in my building, I got Section 8 tenants. So they mess it up, they crap it up, they pee on your walls, on your floors and everything. Section 8 gonna handle it. They gonna cut you a
Yeah.
check. But it's like the period of after it happens. Then you gotta just still wait on your money. But
You have to, yeah.
yeah, so that will suck.
So we're doing repairs now, and I would also put out there, look, don't be smoking in people's houses. This is the biggest thing that has happened.
What kind of smoke you talking about?
It's
Mr.
not
Prince?
weed. It's not weed.
Because
It
weed
is-
smoke and cigarette smoke, two different things.
It's cigarette smoking like a chimney because it ruins everything in the house. You think, oh, I ran the fan. Oh, I blew it out the window. Oh, it's nothing. It ruins everything. You have to paint over the whole house. Sometimes you have to buy new fans. You have to buy new lights.
Because of smoke, like cigarette smoke?
We have a brand new house because there's been smoking. We had to buy everything brand new because the smoke stains everything. That's the big
Right,
thing.
got
It
it.
stains and it creates a sticky residue because over time that's like tar, that stuff that comes out, and so it cakes everything and it discolors everything.
Who were staying in the crib? You had what, Patty and Selma? They were just smoking.
Yeah, that's it. And here's the thing: when you were a
Lord.
smoker, it looks normal to you, and when you see it every day, it looks normal to you. But
Right.
yeah, that's one thing. We have it in our lease. You can't smoke. People just take advantage and they lie and they sneak and they do it anyway, and it costs us thousands and thousands, and to the point that it doesn't make sense to rent anymore because we pay more money trying to fix it than we ever do renting out the place. It's anyway, woe is me. I'm lucky I got a place that I can even attempt this landlord life. I
yeah.
know. Well, so I know I got first world problems. This is not me. Just you ain't nobody need to cry for me, Argentina. But I'm
Right.
just saying, just like there is a basic lack of human respect these days for other people that I think we just need to do better. And we need to do better as adults, and it needs to be something that we definitely pass down to our children.
Yeah.
We need to talk to our children about. So anyway, I'm out here. I'm out here in these streets.
more-
I'm trying to do my thing.
Moral of the story, get you a Section 8 tenant. You ain't got to worry about the riffraff and the bullshit.
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
That's all.
Whatever.
That's all.
Whatever.
Well, welcome back to Chicago. It's nice weather. It's in the 70s.
Oh, it's been great.
Beautiful. This is a nice time of the year where it's not too hot, and
Yeah.
when it does get cold, it doesn't get as colder than 65 at night.
Yeah,
60,
I haven't
65.
worn a jacket. Like this, I don't even need this. I can
Yeah.
take this off. I got my cute little outfit on underneath here. We can just take this. I'm starting to get warm.
You got your cab driver look today.
I do. My
Yeah.
little hat. I love this hat.
You driving yellow cab, checker? Which one?
Let me tell you, when I'm coming in town and working, we got the scarf on.
Okay, got it.
And so then sometimes I'm like, do we need to switch up the look of the scarf? And so then the hat come out.
Yeah.
And so we switch up the look of the scarf. And then sometimes we flip to the back.
Okay,
But we.
all right.
And then I'm also preparing, by the way. We've never
Wait,
talked-
let me ask you a question. You still strictly dickly, right?
I look gay with the this.
Just a little bit. We'll give you a little
Let me
lesbo.
tell you, I've
We'll
gone
give you about 5% lesbo.
I've gone to a gay bar with a gay friend.
Mm-hmm.
None of those lesbians was coming at me. They were like, it is obvious.
They
as
just knew you
hell.
were straight,
You
yeah.
ain't here for us. Yeah. But no, here's the other thing. I'm getting ready to do the G.I. Jane.
Oh, you going to cut all your hair off?
I've been wanting to do it. I wanted to do it at 30. And while I do have the biggest steel balls on the planet, you do need to know, somehow they got a little soft when it came time to shave my head.
Why do women do that? You go your whole life growing your hair out, taking it through whatever you do. I'm asking this not to judge. I'm literally curious about why women grow their hair all the way out and then cut it off.
Well, first of all, my hair don't grow. It's over. Like, I'm losing my hair. I have pocket lint and feathers for hair, and it is falling out of my head. So it is thin, 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 and I don't do anything. I don't go get it cut. So anyway, so we ain't lose. There's no tragedy if I cut my hair off.
Okay.
Rapunzel did not lose all of her strands.
So you're gonna cut it off completely, like Jada did, and set it off? Like how are you gonna?
I want to buzz it, so I do want to put it on like a number 1, maybe a number 2 or 3. The guard on the guard.
Okay, so you just you gonna look like me, or just with a little hair? We
the,
both can't be bald. Now,
no,
come on.
Here's the problem. Here's the major problem. Because I told you my hair is falling out. It's been slowly thinning. It's
Why is that? All the drugs you did in the 90s?
Man, the hookers and blow. They
really take. That'll do it.
They take a toll.
That'll do it.
But no, just in my family, thinning hair. The white ladies, not on the black folks. They still keep that, but on the white side, the white ladies, it just gets thin.
Yeah.
So it's just in the family. But here's the thing: I thought cutting it low was gonna like hide the fact that it's stingy.
Why don't you do like the Gene Sparrow thing, or you going?
I can do, but what I'm saying is it's extra stingy on the edges, and I'm not hiding anything by cutting it shorter.
Oh,
it
okay.
actually is highlighting the fact that it's stingy here and here, and here and here, and then I'm worried about. So I bust my head as a kid. I was swinging on this chain in this empty parking lot, fell backwards on basically the asphalt, the concrete, in the pavement in the parking lot.
You never forget how you fell or how you hurt something when you were a child. I still got a little scar here on my knee.
Well, this was graphic, and this was bad. I was on the west side. Of course, I'm from the west side, and I was on West 17th Street. And down right just at the end of the block from my granddaddy house. And me and my brother was playing in the parking lot. Because, when you're a hood kid, you find where there's to play. Swinging on a chain in a damn empty parking lot is what was fun.
Yeah, you find vacant lots, alleys, behind stores.
Chasing cats and whatnot.
We jumping on pissy mattresses.
All of it. It's
torturing
good
cats,
fun.
playing off the wall.
Good fun, good hood fun. Fell backwards. Clearly bust my head open. My brother did not want me to go yelling, crying into the house to tell, because he's like, don't tell, because he's supposed to be watching me. We fixed it up. I have a flat patch in the back of my head. I'm worried how not aesthetically great it's going to look if I buzz it.
Yeah.
And that's been the reason I've been holding off. Because when I cut it, it ain't growing back.
Got it.
My hair doesn't grow anymore. It is a final, it's like final answer. We're cutting it. This is what you got to ride out with.
I'm trying to try these stocks and trading.
Yeah.
I've been trying the whole Bitcoin.
I told you. Bitcoin.
No, that's just an investment. You throw money in Bitcoin and you just get it and you just
Okay,
But
okay.
I've been really on this. And I'm gonna ask Sandy a little later on if I should continuously do this.
You should.
Because a lot of people making money off just trading and Forex, the foreign stock exchange, how there's billions of dollars being made daily, and a lot of people. It's really. I didn't change the subject, but I was thinking about all of this, and I figured I should just go ahead and say it before we talk to Sandy. You gotta have interest in it, right? Because it turns the normal people off. Like, what is this? And a lot of people just are turned off by what they don't know. Some days you're gonna lose. Some days you're gonna come up. It's just how disciplined you are in it, and how skilled you are, and how much patience you have to actually learn it. Yeah, patience.
That's what it is.
Definitely a virtue.
It's a long game.
Sandy the Psychic is our resident psychic. We like to have her on at least twice a year. She answers all the questions. She's been really good. I'm actually going to play a clip of something she said last year that is kind of going to come into fruition this year, perhaps. Sandy the Psychic, www.sandyrosson.com, or you can call her toll-free 888-976-8989. Or here in Chicagoland at 630-444-1272. 1665, if I have it correctly,
That's it.
Sandy.
That's it.
That's it? 630-444-1665. Sandy the Psychic, good evening and welcome.
Good evening to both of you.
Yes,
it's a
indeed.
beautiful night.
You can contact Sandy if you like, 630-444-1665. That's if you're in the Chicagoland area. That's 630-444-1665, or call her toll free if you're nationwide, 888-976-8989 for Sandy the Psychic. All right. Oh, Sandy, here we are in October.
Here we are.
2024. Alex has the first question. What you got for her, Alex?
Okay, I'm gonna as so many personal things I want to ask. I have to start with this election. I have to. The last time we spoke with you, so far, what you are saying looks. What you said last time looks like it is on the train, chugging to prove you correct with what you said. You said Biden would not do a second term. You said the next president would be a woman. And it is looking like that's going to happen. Do you still have those feelings that it will be Kamala who will be our next president?
Absolutely. Have not wavered, not one little bit.
Wow. Okay. All right. We're with her. We are
Yeah.
with Kamala, so this is good news for us. Okay. All right. And you called. So Trey, do we remember when this was? Sandy called this in 2000.
Yeah, last year she called it. Here's the clip right here. Let's go down the street and talk about Biden's.
I don't think he's going to be I don't think he's going to run again.
Okay. And
Yeah.
why is this? Is it because the party will force him out, or why?
Because he's really an old man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Trey, I am not a political person, but see, I really do think the next president has a really good shot of being a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joe does not run again, or he just won't be able to run again.
Well, I don't think he'll have the stamina to run again.
So
Okay.
you see a woman as the next president.
I definitely feel that there's going to be a female that's going to run to the head of the line, and I do feel that it will be a Democrat who takes the next president.
All right, so let's see if your prediction holds true, Sandy. Let's see. So after she wins, will Trump just like bow out, and will he peacefully just go away?
I have a feeling that Mr. Trump is heading towards the worst 2 years of his life. For real.
Is he going to jail?
I believe he is.
Will he be caught up in the Diddy files?
He'll be in there with a lot of his friends. Here's the other thing I should say. Because of J.D. Vance, a lot of the things that he has said and done is probably one of the big downfalls for Trump. And I would not be surprised, seriously, if at some point in the next year and a half that Vance doesn't have a very bad automobile accident or something and just die.
Oh, Sandy, what?
Wait. So you said you won't be surprised if he just has an accident.
If he has a fatal accident of some kind.
Wow.
Wait, we're talking about Trump or J.D. Vance? Vance.
Yeah.
What about Trump and all these assassination attempts? Will there be another?
I don't think so. I'm really not even too sure that the first one was legitimate, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of unanswered questions, and I did talk to a police officer, and he goes, well, the FBI, they communicate with each other. And I said, well, weren't they that day? And he just said, I can't talk about it. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
There's a lot of mystery around that.
Okay. Let's jump into so you got any more Trump questions?
I got one last Trump question.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So it's been circulated that Trump has been commiserating and spending a lot of his time with this Laura Loomer woman, which supposedly is his mistress, and that he is invited to move into Mar-a-Lago and live on site with him. What do we see happening with that relationship? Is that a real relationship? Like,
I think that is a relationship. However, I really don't feel that she'll be able to move in with them. But I don't think Melania is going to stay. I really don't.
Like divorce him?
I honestly think that Trump has done so many. First of all, I'm sure he's going to jail. All right. So it doesn't make any difference who lives at his Mar-a-Lago place. The whole family is, because of everything that they've done, which was all wrong, it's like catching up with them all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a look at that lady's face, that Laura Loomer or whatever her name is, and she actually looks kind of scary to me. She looks like a vampire.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so what we've learned so far is that perhaps J.D. Vance will, yeah.
Well, you have to understand that Trump has to blame somebody other than himself for not winning.
Mm-hmm.
So who else would that be?
Yeah.
And so because they don't win, J.D. Vance will just be upset and just drive into the countryside and just.
If that's what you want to call it, I'm sure he's. I'm pretty positive it's not going to be a happy ending for him.
Okay. Wow.
All right.
That's interesting. So the Kamala presidency.
Yeah.
Can you give us something from it? Do you see lots of turmoil? Do you see happy times? Do you see?
Well, I think the first from January, February, March, and April will probably be very chaotic. I don't think Trump is going to pull one of the January 6th. I really don't.
Good.
Okay, I think he'll try to pull a few other things, but nothing as dramatic. And then she's just going to get to work, and I think she's actually going to be an excellent president. I really do.
How long before Roe versus Wade is overturned?
That probably couldn't be, and I don't know the statistics of it all, but I don't think that could happen probably for at least 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
Oh,
well, it's going to happen.
Would the Supreme Court have anything to do with? See, once Trump is gone, I don't know the laws, but I think at least 2 of the Supreme Court judges will probably either retire or step down or leave.
This is juicy stuff.
Let's get Clarence Thomas's ass up out of here.
Yeah.
Like, please.
Yeah.
Let's get him out of here.
Well, I just kind of chuckle to myself when I see the different people that Trump is connecting with, and they're just like falling down, like the domino effect.
Wow.
Well, they say you're judged by the company you keep.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
So, okay. So Trump is going to jail. Is this for a long time? You see him passing away in jail?
No, he won't go for a long time.
But he will serve time.
I believe he will.
Wow.
You know, Trey, I never back down from what I see. So
Yeah.
I'm sticking to my guns.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
yeah.
Go ahead. You got more. You seem like you got more.
No. I'm keep going, because my next questions I'm moving off of politicals. Once we started talking about jail, I'm thinking about everybody going to jail, and so I have more jail questions.
Okay, so Trump, will he concede? You think, or will he just pull a Trump?
Well, he's never going to say I lost.
Right.
Okay. So he'll just I think for him, bow out quietly in his own way. He has to create. Remember, he has certain followers that are brainless people. That if he said do A, B, and C, they would do it.
Facts.
But there's the whole, in a sense, and I'm not a political person, as you know, but the whole Republican Party is imploding because of his decisions. There's many Republican people that are really very nice, solid people who don't want to have anything to do with him anymore.
Yeah.
They don't. They're like, oh, you're on your own. So.
Well, they didn't like him to begin with. It was just that, oh, wow, wait, people like Trump? Okay, we like Trump now. So it was never a natural, you know.
No, it never really was.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously he thought when Biden was still there, I knew Biden was, I'm like, okay, he's turned into a potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that.
And I felt kind of badly for him. I thought Biden was funny and I liked him, you know.
Yeah.
But he understood that he was old and he wasn't making the right decisions. So he did the right thing by, standing down. The only thing that I would be concerned about with Kamala is that she needs to be more present. She needs to be out there and talk and have people see her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Which she has a few weeks to do that in.
She's got about a month to get out and get something.
I know they had the, and I didn't watch it, the vice president
yesterday.
Debate today. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, come on, Timmy boy, you better speak up and be strong.
Yeah. I checked it out a little. It seems like it was like a tie, but that J.D. Vance dude is just weird from the beginning. So
I gotta watch.
I got to get a chance to check it out.
Okay.
He is so incredible. I watched it for a minute, and they were being, which was nice, very polite to each other.
Yeah.
But whatever they were discussing, the monitor was like, we have to stop talking, we have to move on, and he wouldn't stop. He kept,
Oh, yeah. That's classic
okay.
Trump, too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You just ignore the moderator.
Okay, so there are the politics. Trump won't win. Kamala will win.
Woo.
Yep.
JD, something's gonna happen to him. What about Chicago politics, real quick? You have Brandon Johnson. You know he's the African American mayor. Well,
right.
You see him having a long political career or no? It's just
how long has he been in now?
It's been about a year and a half, going on 2 years
Going on
now.
2, yeah.
Yeah. He won't be reelected.
Yeah, got it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Wah, wah.
Yeah.
Wah.
But I don't know who will be running, but I know that he won't be reelected.
It won't be another term for him.
No.
basically. Okay.
So sorry, Brandon Johnson.
All right. So I think I'm done with politics. I'm done with politics.
I'm done with politics.
All right. So since Alex kicked it off, I want to go ahead and start as it relates to entertainment and Diddy. You got to tell me about Diddy because
poor man. Just say goodbye to him. Bye-bye.
Yeah. So we already know he's locked up. Will he ever get out?
Never.
Never get out. So he's in jail for the rest of his life, basically.
Yes, and I would not be surprised. I guess from what I heard, he was on a suicide watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was on suicide watch.
Yeah, no, he'll never get out.
Okay.
Never.
Okay.
Wow.
So let me ask you, Jay-Z, that's Beyonce's husband.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying that he's just as bad as Diddy, and he'll go down too.
Well, I think that what's going to happen with P. Diddy is there's so many people that were connected to him on a private level that it's all coming out more and more. And like everybody's like, well, Ashton Kutcher, his wife is divorcing him and everything. And so I think that Jay-Z, I don't think he's as bad. Because he's a little, it's hard for me to say that he's more of a sophisticated criminal versus P. Diddy is more like a street guy, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
all right.
At this point, yeah.
So I'm sure that Jay-Z is probably being very quiet and not trying to bring any attention to himself.
So,
it's really crazy when you think about these people who have all of this money and all of this power, and it's just all about corruption and hurting people.
right. Wow. So he won't go to jail for anything. He's
No.
okay. Good.
So he'll have a better lawyer.
Yeah, he's got that.
So again, to reiterate, Diddy's you don't ever see him coming out. He's in there for good. It's the end of him completely.
It's the end of him. It's the end of him.
Okay. Wow.
And to think about everything that we've heard so far, probably a lot more to come.
Mm.
But remember, he is also not the type of man who's going to go down alone. If he thinks he's not going to get out of prison, then he's going to start naming a lot of different names.
That's what I was going to ask you. That's what I want to know. Is he going to take folks down with him and start saying, well, they did this, they did that? And
yep. And most of these people that he is talking about, you never would have thought that, they were that type of a person. But that's, again, remember, he really has nothing to lose at this point, does he?
Right. So will we be shocked? Will the world be shocked when the list of people come out that or will there be no surprises? It's like, okay.
I don't think at this point there'll be that many surprises, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm understanding that J-Lo was one of his ladies also.
Yes, they dated about 20 years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
So now what happens to her?
Well, she needs to learn how to keep a man. Let's start there.
Yeah, because the word on the street is that J-Lo and Ben Affleck, they can't get enough of each other, and they're still meeting up. Even though she filed divorce, filed for divorce, they're still meeting up for lunches, and they're having like public displays of affection. They're kissing and hugging and canoodling because they can't get enough of each other. There's this physical attraction. They love each other, so that it may not be a done deal with them.
I'm not buying it.
Huh.
You think it's over?
I think it's over.
Okay.
And, if they're trying, okay, good, go for it. Give it a shot. Whatever was in between the two of them, how many times have they been together and apart and together and apart?
A number of times. Yeah.
So it's going to stay that way between them.
Sometimes people have to go back and forth, and then they're done.
Yeah.
See, I think he's already, in a way, moved on.
He has.
I think he already has somebody quietly on the side.
My man Ben getting it in.
Okay. Interesting. But not Jennifer. She doesn't have anybody yet?
No, I don't think she does.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Go ahead. Get more.
No, I'm just wondering. I can't even think of anybody specific at this moment. But do you see any other shocking celebrity couple breakups? I mean, there's I don't know. I don't even know who's left. We keep hearing about so many dang divorces. But any shocking ones?
Well, I can't. I was trying to think, try to be prepared with the different things that Trey and you may ask, and I didn't know if you were going to go into politics or world, the floods and things along those lines. But I did say to Trey that I thought that Taylor Swift and her young man are going to get married, which is more positive than negative.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce going to get married. Now, is she going to have a baby?
I think she'll have a baby, yes.
Wow.
So she's going to get, so is it, they're going to get married because she's pregnant?
No, I think they're going to get married because I think she wants to get married.
Okay.
There's something there about his mom. I don't follow it, but I don't think his mother would have picked her out for him. But think about the money that the two of them would bring to each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wow. Okay.
A lot of prenuptial.
What about Russell Wilson and Ciara?
I was just about to
Now, Russell Wilson is the quarterback. He plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Ciara is a singer / dancer / entertainer. And they've got 3 kids already, if I'm not mistaken. 4? 4?
Yeah, 4.
But they're not married?
They are married.
They are married, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Ciara, Russell Wilson.
I don't see them continuously being married, but again, whatever is going to happen between the two of them, it'll be really quiet and then like a big explosion, and we're hearing about it in the whole 9 yards.
Interesting,
Okay.
because they seem so happy.
Yeah, or happy for sure.
I think you did say they seem so happy,
Yeah.
and they may be for the moment.
Yeah.
I'm pro relationships, but if it isn't going to work, it isn't going to work. I mean, 4 children, that's a lot.
That's a lot of kids.
It is.
Yeah, for anybody.
Let's talk about our gymnastic hero, Simone Biles. So she's young. She's a newly married woman. I think they've been married maybe a year and a half at this point, maybe.
Not very long.
Jonathan Owens is her husband, who plays for the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
And they're very adorable together. We got just a young black couple, and they're both kind of at the top of their sport, and just.
But I think they're going to make it, and I think they're going to do very well.
Good. Because he looks like a cheater a little, but if he's got a good woman, then he won't cheat.
Did you ever see her swinging on them bars?
Yeah.
You know?
Jumping.
She could probably kick his head off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Oh, she's swole.
Yeah.
She's got some muscles.
She's got some muscle.
No, I really do think they'll make it. The only thing that I wonder is, psychically, can she bear children with everything that she's done with her body? I mean, all that
Interesting.
probably is going to put her body a little out. I mean, I can't even imagine if she got pregnant, she'd probably never look pregnant.
Right. Tell me about what's the royal couple that is kind of like the outcast? Is it Harry and Meghan?
Yeah, I was going to ask about them too.
Yeah, they're out. They won't be back in anymore. They're just.
In terms of being in the royal family, right?
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm sure that everybody would blame Meghan.
They are. Yeah.
But it takes 2 to tango. But again, remember, but they're here in the States.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're in California because I have a client who doesn't know them but sees them often when they're on the beach with the children and things like that. And she said they seem like a very happy couple.
Okay.
And we think they're going to make it for the long term, no divorce for them?
I think they'll make it. I really do. I think they've had to overcome a lot within themselves. But they seem like very, very nice people. I think it's very sad because the 2 brothers, unless, Prince Charles or King Charles or whatever he is, when he dies, they'll never really have anything to do with each other. After that, it'll be just over and done with.
Mm. So
it's kind of sad because, remember, they have a life here, but they don't have the kind of life that they had if they lived in England.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's a different type of thought pattern. I actually feel that Meghan is probably very demanding at times and can be very difficult. I think she rules the family.
that's right.
Hey, that's what we women do. We got to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned King Charles.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you think he's going to be king? Meaning
King. Let her say the rest.
I think he actually has a few more years, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is he going to live as long as his mother did?
No. Oh no.
Okay. So Charles is not going to live because Elizabeth was how old? Not like
She was an old girl.
98?
96, 97,
Something like that?
98?
Yeah.
Yes. Sister
And
was pushing.
what is he right now, in his 70s or 80s?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's like my mom's age, 77, 75, 77. He's around there, yeah.
So I psychically, I'd give him another 4 or 5 years. That'd be it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hey, whatever
go.
it is.
He's 75.
75.
Yeah, no one lives here forever,
Yeah.
Nope.
or so they say.
So who takes over when he passes? Is it William?
It's going to be William.
It'll be William.
And so you see him becoming the king when in another 5 years or so?
Yes. And I think him and his wife are a wonderful couple.
Yeah.
And I believe she has beat cancer totally.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, which is wonderful.
Yeah. So what was really interesting with this royal family and Queen Elizabeth before she died, she made it that the line of succession cannot just be through the male heirs. So she made it that like William's children, in the exact order that they were born, can become the head. You know, whether it be king,
Right,
the
yeah.
monarchy. Is there anything that you see that Charlotte, the daughter, she's second at this point. She has an older brother that would be, very next in line after his
But
death.
I think when William retires or however that goes, then Charlotte will be the next Queen of England.
So something's going to happen. So what do we think is going to happen to her older brother?
It may be that the boy, when he turns out to be a man, doesn't really want that position.
Yeah, because you can turn it down. You can. Yeah, and you can
abdicate. And I think he will.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's okay. The Queen of England, and we have a female president.
Awesome, loving it.
Yeah, we're on our way. I've had a few people who want to argue with me, and I go, "There's no arguing."
Yeah. So she's a shoo-in. You definitely okay.
Yeah. Oh, listen. Even if there's a million people in between Trump and her, they're always going to say, "Well, you didn't count, or you didn't do this, and you didn't do that."
Yeah.
Do we think there's going to be
a sore loser? He's a sore loser.
Yeah.
He definitely is. Do we think there's going to be like a record voting turnout? Are we going to see records broken with like young people maybe, or in any demographic older people?
I'm kind of sitting on the fence with that. I think a lot more people will be voting than normal. Because you can see that young people are really, and my granddaughter is 22, so she's very into. She'll call me and Grandma, we're voting for Miss Harris, and we want a woman in there, and she's young, and just goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
Wow.
And all of her friends are the same way. So we're not we're more of a divided family in a way. My son is a staunch Republican, and I still love him. And my daughter and I are Democrats. He still loves us.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's good. Got a blended family, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. What else you got, Alex? You got tons of questions?
I don't have
I want to
tons.
ask Sandy this. I want to ask Sandy that.
It's stretching this out just a little bit longer, but I do have one more celebrity couple question. And it was after Trey mentioned Jay-Z. Are Jay-Z and Beyonce going to stay married? And is it a loving marriage, or is it a business marriage?
They will stay married, but it is a business marriage.
Oh.
It is all about the money.
Yeah. So she has somebody, or he has somebody, or how is it now?
I really don't think she has anybody. I think she may be more with her children and family and work.
Yeah.
And there would be no doubt in my mind that he wouldn't have somebody very quietly on the side. Remember, right now, Jay-Z is not going to want anybody to really pay attention to him.
That's right.
He's going to be very, very quiet and, like the kid in the corner, like, I know nothing, I did nothing.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, very, very curious that you mentioned that. There's been this loose cannon that pops up every several months by the name of Kanye West. And we never know what he's going to do or what he's going to say or where he is on his meds and his regimen. Do we see anything? What does the future hold for Kanye West as they're trying to cancel him all the time?
He's not in jail right now, is he?
He is not. Not right now.
Okay.
No.
Well, I think that Kanye is very, very much in the past. I don't see him doing anything. The thing of it is, when this happened with P. Diddy, it was like a big, big explosion. But from my understanding, and I don't know if this is factual or not, he's probably being watched for maybe 10, 12 years. So whoever landed on him, I mean, they had a stacked case. So remember, everything that you're hearing right now is really just surface. And then as the months go by, you'll hear more and more. And then remember, now everybody who went to his events or his parties or whatever, now they don't know him. They don't want to talk to him. They don't want to have anything to do with it. But the reality of it is he's not going to go down by himself. And by the way, why should he?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is a criminal, but so were so many of the other people that went to these events and really hurt a lot of people.
Yeah.
Wow, because they filed 120 complaints, lawsuits against them.
It's growing.
Yeah, man. And these have allegedly are small children, men, women, like everybody's coming out, like the bets.
And think about this, Trey. It's only the very beginning. It's only the very beginning.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's literally in there for he's old, like he'll be 80 in there.
I don't think he'll live that long, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I don't see him getting out.
Wow.
I don't think he has enough money, to be honest with you.
Oh, he's gonna
But
roll.
wouldn't you
through
love
his,
to be his lawyer?
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna roll through his money trying with this defense or whatever.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you, while we're talking about Diddy, there's been lots of controversy surrounding the mother of three of his children, Kim Porter.
Okay.
She mysteriously passed away. Her name is Kim Porter. She mysteriously passed away about maybe 3-4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody has their theory that Diddy had something to do with it. Did he?
Well, I don't know anything about her, but I don't believe psychically that she died of natural causes. I don't.
So she was probably
So she
poisoned.
obviously met with an unfortunate accident of sorts. What was supposedly the cause of her death?
That's a good
That
question.
is a great
I think it
question.
was she. Hold on, let's see in real time.
With the
Cause
Googles.
of Kim Porter's death. Right here it says lobar pneumonia, LOBAR pneumonia.
What is that?
Yeah, I don't believe anybody believes that.
Right.
I
Right.
really don't.
So you don't know if he had anything to do with it. You just know that she didn't.
Yeah, I think you would have to remember that P. Diddy himself will never put his hands on certain things.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So it would be like J.D. Vance when Trump loses and he's driving down the highway and, oh, my God, a truck hits him.
Right.
Something like that.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
I could be very wrong, but I don't think so.
So we can confirm that she did not pass away from natural causes,
I
but
don't believe she did.
we don't necessarily know if
Yeah.
Diddy's behind it or had something to do with it or.
Well, who else would, I mean, common sense is who else would it be then?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, while we're on Diddy, I'm gonna just ask the other questions. Heavy D, famous rapper from the 80s and 90s. His name was Heavy D. He was a really good friend of Diddy's. They made music together, as I told you. Heavy D was a huge rapper, well, in size as well. But he
but he's dead, right?
He's
He is
dead.
dead,
He
yeah.
died back in 2012, I want to say. He was my favorite rapper growing up, so that's why I'm a little passionate.
I don't think he died of natural causes either.
Wow.
Supposedly, what did he die from? Do we know?
I think they said Heavy D passed away from a a heart attack, and he's linked to Diddy as well. He was one of Diddy's good friends. A pulmonary embolism.
Well, if he was heavy, that might be, but what was he doing before he passed away?
Oh, that is a no.
Yeah.
That is a no.
But there may have been heavy-duty drugs involved, I'm sure.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just watched Jelly Roll on Saturday Night Live, and I'm like, I can't even believe that guy's moving around.
Yeah.
He
he's a
needs to drop some. That's not healthy. It's not even about, like just size. It's just like
No,
that's
it's
health
just,
is
it's
not
just not
right.
healthy.
Yeah, it's not healthy.
Yeah.
And his personality is so nice that you
He
don't want
seems
him.
like a very sweet
tragic.
man. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, that's a lot of man. That's a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like agreed.
Okay. Well, Jimmy Carter just turned 100. Yo.
For him, he's going to vote for Harris also.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why he's hanging around. Because this man refuses to die.
Yeah.
He's been in hospice over a year.
It's going on 2 years. He's been in hospital.
Well, and I think everybody thought when his wife passed away that surely he would too.
I did.
But because they were married for forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
very much in love, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
in sync. And, their days revolved around doing key things together, reading the Bible together and having their passage
Yeah,
of the day.
well, obviously he'll get his chance to vote in November,
This
and
is hard.
that will be that. I mean, if that's what he's living for.
Oh.
This is hard.
So he'll make it through the year.
He'll make it to December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We got 100 out of him. We got 100 out of him.
Yeah.
You know, we got 100 out of them. Before I wrap this up, there's a rapper. His name is Young Thug.
Young Thug.
Yes, Young Thug. He's a rapper. Now, he's been in jail about 2 years now, actually going on 3 years. He's been locked up. Big crime ring going down in Atlanta, YSL. It's been a trial. The judge was just upset. It's in Atlanta. What do you think is he in jail for life as well, or is he getting out, or what do you think? His name's Young Thug, the rapper from Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yep.
Is he like in his 20s?
He is 33.
Okay. So he looks like he has at least another 8 to 10 years in
Oh,
jail.
wow. Okay. All right.
Not a little.
Sorry, Thugger. I was trying to get you out, man. I was trying to see what happened. Yeah.
Well, we could hope for him, but again, remember, if he went to, and he's, been in jail or prison for 3 or 4 years now?
This is 2024. It's been at least since 21. He's been
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been almost 4 years.
Something like that,
All
yeah.
right, so you have to remember, whoever put him in prison, because not jail, it's prison, he obviously angered some other people, and then they turned against him. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so then you know, it's not what you know, but who you know, and then people wanted him out and just spilled their guts, and he's gone, and that's that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, well, Thugger. Sorry, Thugger. I tried, my boy. I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He may have been very good at what he did, but it doesn't make any difference. He made. I think that sometimes when people have a certain status, they kind of think they're untouchable, and then when they fall, it's like, oh my God, how could that happen?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Wow.
Sandy, I know this is not your favorite thing to do, but it does have some appeal and it does become pretty popular, and Trey and I are morbid. So we do have an interest. We have a lot of treasures that are up in age. We just lost James Earl Jones.
Yes.
Yes, that
And
was
that-
so sad.
So sad, you know, but they're aging, and we have
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood up there. We have Morgan Freeman up there. Now in age, we have these older icons and these people we care about. Do you see any notable, like, shut down the news cycle for the day, deaths on the way before the end of the year or next year?
Well, I you know, they were just talking about Frankie Valli, and he's 90, and he's not going to make it much longer. Probably will pass within the next 6 to 8 months, and he's a singer.
Frankie
Okay.
Valli and the Four Seasons and the Broadway musical Jersey Boys is about that.
Yes, Jersey Boys.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I really don't see any oldies happening. I wish I would have prepared. I would have kind of ran through my mind. I do think there are probably 2 male actors who we would consider relatively young. young, meaning 50s or so. One, and I don't know, I can't give you a name, but I know it would be an automobile accident, probably in January or February.
Okay.
Very famous.
I'll just have to watch that myself.
Okay.
And then even Clint Eastwood, even though he's probably older than dirt, he just seems like he keeps going, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's still going. His longtime girlfriend recently passed away. And so, it's just like we talked about Jimmy Carter. We thought, after Roseland, that might be, a sad point where he just, Debbie Reynolds his way up out of here also. But, so just so far, you don't see that happening with Clint Eastwood.
No. I think he's got at least another full year to go.
Dick Van Dyke is rolling.
He may never die. I don't think he's ever going to die.
Yeah.
So to clarify, I think he'll be gone in the spring.
Who's this?
Dick Van Dyke.
Oh no. Okay.
I have another a white icon who just keeps reinventing herself, and that's been her entire life. Jane Fonda. What's going on with her? Is she healthy?
Actually, she is quite healthy. And I
Good.
think she's like 86.
Yeah. And
Because
she's
she
still
was on
kicking.
one of Stephen Colbert, one of them, and she's very anti-Trump, very anti-Trump.
She is, yeah.
But she's not going anywhere. No way.
Good.
She's been politically active for forever, and she's not slowing down in that respect either.
No, she's not. She said that Trump met her several years ago, and they had some kind of a foundation, and he was going to donate, and then he didn't.
Oh, that's horrible.
Okay.
That's horrible. Sports. I know you're not into sports, and then I think we can close this out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
LeBron James' son is in the league now. How's that going to turn out? Do you see him having a successful career? Or is he just going to ride off the coattails of his dad?
What team does he play on?
He plays for the Lakers, the same team his dad plays for. LeBron James Jr.
Yeah, no, I actually think he's going to do extremely well.
Wow. That's good. Now, he has
Wait,
another
do you
son.
have faith in him? Do you have faith in him?
I wouldn't necessarily call it faith. I don't know. It's unknown. We don't know what he can do because he was recruited so young, and he's not even 20, if I'm not mistaken, so he still needs to develop. But you think he'll be pretty good?
I do. I actually do.
Better than his dad?
No.
Okay.
But very good.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Now, listen. He has another son named Bryce, and everybody says that he's better than his brother, than LeBron James Jr. Will he make it to the league? Do you see both of his sons?
You know what? If Bryce makes it if he gets chosen, he will outshine his brother.
Yep, because he's a better player. He's a better player.
Yes,
Yep.
and he's more grounded.
Yes.
But both of them are good. Bryce would be probably 60% better and has humility. And is he the younger of the two?
He is the younger of the two. Everybody says he's the best of the two in terms of the baller.
Well, and again, not only that, he's a good human being, and he doesn't really think about the stardom of it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, we're on sports. Caleb Williams, he's our Chicago Bear. You like him, our quarterback?
I do. I do.
He's going to be successful, you think?
Yeah, I think he's going to be excellent.
You heard it
I
from
think the
Sandy.
Bears are going to do I'm hoping that they're going to do very well this year. I don't know if they're going to end up being,
Yeah.
at the Super Bowl, but I think they're going to do extremely well.
Okay. All right. You heard it from Sandy the Psychic?
Yeah.
There it is. You all, if you're in the Chicagoland area, you can always give her a call at 630-444-630-444-1665 if you're in Chicago. 630-444-1665 or nationwide. And I know this number by heart. 888-976-8989. SandyRosson.com. Always a pleasure. We wish you
Thank
nothing
you.
but good luck, prosperity, and good health and all of that going into 2025.
Yep.
And we'll stay in touch. Wait, how does the rest of the rest of the year look for myself and Alex Dupree? The rest of 2024 going into 2025.
Well, I see a major change where you're working, there's a major change coming, which would be a further step up.
This is for who now?
And that would be by spring. So get ready for some changes.
This is
some
me.
Good changes for you.
Okay.
When I look at Alexx, I feel like right now she's very stable. It's a very nice year. I think that her and I chatted a few minutes before we started, and things that are kind of crazy, but they will definitely settle down by November for her, business-wise, work-wise. And then she's got a really nice year coming up. Are you thinking, Alexx, about taking 2 major trips?
Yes, I am.
Wow.
Are you also thinking about writing a book?
I am thinking about encouraging my spouse to write a book, and I can help him. But myself, no. I never want to write a book. I mean, I want someone else to write it. I could tell them, but I don't want to do the physical writing.
No, I totally, completely agree with that. But if your spouse writes a book, it will be quite successful.
There you go.
Okay.
What is this book on? Fishing or like the weird white people stuff y'all do? Oh, like what? No. Okay.
No. I do have one other question. Trey and I did some shows a while back, and we were kind of like broadening our horizons, and we were trying to teach ourselves about investing and the stock market and things of that nature. So I have found $2, a little bit more, but $2 that I have put in the stock market, and I'm like really working on little low money, but I'm dipping my putting my toe out there. How do you see my investments turning out?
Money.
Well, very slowly.
Yeah.
Are you still doing it, Trey, or have you kind of stopped?
Well, I'm about to jump in terms of like trading and stock market, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm a baby in it, and I'm actually been talking to a friend of mine about doing this. So what news do you have for me?
Well, actually, Alexx, I would follow Trey's advice, even though you're already involved, because whoever he's talking to seems to have a lot of general knowledge.
Yep. Absolutely does. Yep.
And he's more secure and also very, very cautious, especially in dealing with other people's money.
I'll plug you with my plug so we can plug.
Yes, let's plug.
I got a legitimate plug on the stocks and trading market and all of that.
I'm trying to retire. I need that shmoney.
Okay. So you're saying I should go ahead with the person that I have with stocks?
Absolutely, and just ask a lot of questions.
Yep.
But even before, it's a gentleman, correct?
It definitely is. Yes.
Okay, so if he is as smart as I think he is, he's going to give you a lot of information that can be overwhelming. But just ask a lot of questions.
Wow.
Because remember, it's your money.
Yes. Wow.
Actually, financially, both of you will have a very comfortable 2025, for real.
Awesome.
Great.
I love that.
So this career change of mine happens in the spring, you say, or before the spring?
It's not a career change. It's a station change, or you're doing a little bit. Well, you're doing totally different than what you're doing right now. It'll be a totally different audience. How's that?
Interesting. All right. SandyRosson.com.
Okay.
You can log on to her website, book an appointment, check her out. Always a pleasure. Continued
Always.
success to you, Sandy.
We love you, Sandy.
Thank you.
Okay.